Hi everyone, it's Arwen from Arwen's Thermomix, and today I'm making chicken and rice. So there's so many variations on this dish all around Asia and in the world, I guess. And I was lucky enough to have a version of this when I was in Hoi An in Vietnam. So that's why I wanted to make it today. That, and I also just love chicken and rice. So I've got my whole chicken here. The recipe I found is actually on Cookie Do. So hi Christine, hi Helen. So what I've got here is, if you look up on Cookie Do on the Vietnamese collection, you'll find this recipe. And we've got Kyra. Hi Kyra. Kyra got to try this in Hoi An as well. So I'm actually varying the recipe. This recipe is a quicker version, just using the chicken breasts. But I just want to eat the whole chicken and then make a stock with the leftover carcass. So that's why I'm doing the whole chicken again, one of my favorite things. So I suppose we better get started. What you can do, there's so many variations. Quirky Cooking has a great variation in the Life-Changing Food Cookbook actually. So that's a really yummy one in there. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. And then of course, Sophia has one in the Steaming Hot Cookbook as well. So, and we've got someone else saying hi, Glenda. Sorry, the screen's a bit further away today, so I can't quite see as well as usual, but hi Glenda, thanks for joining. So what I'm actually going to do, you can just leave the chicken as it is, the whole chicken. Or I just love to just put in some extra flavour. So I've got some leftover bits of spring onion and also some bits of ginger and also some garlic. So I'm just going to put that into the cavity of the chicken. Also, if you wanted to, for extra flavour, you can pop some bits of all those herbs under the skin of the chicken, all the way around the chicken. It's definitely going to be delicious either way, but that will just enhance the flavour a bit more. So, and just to help with this chicken stock, I'm going to pop into my Thermomix #1. Isn't it great having 2 thermies, by the way? About 2 cloves of garlic, which is actually 3 cloves. And a little bit of ginger. I've got some beautiful ginger here that I don't even need to peel. And I'll just give that a little bit of a chop on speed 7. So you really can just do this to your own flavours. You could put spring onions in now, you could put chilli in now if you wanted to. That smells absolutely amazing. So you can just imagine all the lovely chicken juices coming down, and then we're going to be steaming the rice in there later too. Hi Rosie. Okay, so we've got all that yummy stuff in the bowl. So what we better do is actually look at the recipe. I'm going to make you the dipping sauce while we put the chicken on in just a moment. So what we've got here for this recipe, I was about to say I normally wing it. Isn't that hilarious? Okay, I can't really read what you're writing, Rosie, but I'll have a look in a moment. Sorry about that. I think you said cooey. Hi, Laura. Okay, so what we've got in our recipe for the chicken rice bit, there's a little bit of extra flavour into the broth. So we're putting in well, you can put in chicken stock paste, but I've got my trusty veggie stock paste. Not traditional, but it will give everything a lot of extra flavour. So I'm just going to pop that in. And then the rest of the recipe has got in there some sesame oil, some soy sauce. Just pop that down there. So how much soy sauce has it got in there? It's got about 2 tablespoons. So the recipe, hi Hannah. The recipe on Cookie Do is actually for chicken breasts that are steamed in the rice basket first. So we've got a couple of bits of soy there. We've got a little bit of our yummy sesame oil. And then we've also got in there some spring onions, I think. It's kind of funny when you're converting 2 different recipes at once, but that's okay. Now my little cheat that I always like to do is I have got a boiled kettle there. I'm making chicken and rice today, Laura. So one of my favorites, a variation of one that I tried in Vietnam. And we're going to pop in a litre. So you have got the litre mark on your bowl. So that's a good cheat there. And we'll just pop that in there. Already that smells absolutely amazing. And what we'll do now is we'll just pop, another little tip actually is I'm going to be using some lemongrass a bit later. I just dropped one too. You can just put the outer bits of the lemongrass in there just to get some extra flavour into your stock as well, so you don't waste anything. So that's just another little tip. If you have little bits of leftover spring onion or bits of leek, that's beautiful to go in there as well. Okay, I get distracted because I get too excited about all the yummy things I can put in there. Okay. So we've got our whole chicken there, just with the beautiful ginger, garlic and spring onion on there. And I'll just get rid of that for us, okay? And we've also got, we're gonna pop that on for 1 hour. So that's 60 minutes in case you didn't know. And we've cheated by using boiling water, so that just makes it a little bit quicker. And we need the varoma temperature for steaming. So traditionally, the chicken would probably be cooked in the broth, but this is a fabulous way to make it with the varoma and the steamer. And we'll just put it on to speed 2. So hopefully that's not too noisy while I make the traditional Vietnamese dipping sauce, which I hope I can say correctly is Ngoc Cham dressing, and that is in the cookie dough recipe. And it's going to be very authentic today because I've brought back some fish sauce from Vietnam as well, and that smells amazing. So if you're looking for good quality fish sauce, just check the ingredients. You want to make sure that you've only got anchovies in there. I can't even read it. It's not in, I was going to say, I don't think it's in English, this one. But sometimes they can add extra things into the fish sauce, so just make sure you have a really good quality fish sauce there. Okay, so into our recipe, we're going to pop in our garlic. We've got it on guided, so I probably should follow the recipe for once. We've got a bird's eye chili, which is the spicier chili. So I'm actually going to use a bigger chili. I'm leaving the seeds in, so that will be spicy too, but you can take those out if you want to. Then we've got some lime juice. Oh, I've only put it on for 60 seconds. How funny was that? Oh dear. No, the chicken's not ready yet. The Thermomix is not that magical. Has anyone ever done that before? Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to pop in some lime juice as well. Let's see. So we've got next. And then it actually says to chop that. So we'll give the chili and the garlic a chop for 5 seconds on speed 7. So you can hear it's already done. We'll just press next there. And it says to transfer into a bowl. Oh, smell that. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I love it. Of course, I'm not going to transfer it into a bowl. Who does that? So we're going to put in the rest of the ingredients now. These are actually limes. They're from my little lime tree, but they look like lemons. So we need roughly 2 tablespoons there. And there's not much juice in each of them. So, but this dipping sauce is used for everything in Vietnam. So if you nail the dipping sauce, you've got it made. You can dip your spring rolls in there. You just have to have a really good balance of all those flavours, the sweet, the salty. There we go, a little bit more. Hi, Liana. Okay, I think I'll just go for one more, but that's probably a little bit extra, I think, but the recipe does have a bit of water in there too, so you can adjust to taste. I'll just get rid of those guys, and we'll press next. So it does say to add in our water, so it's 120 grams of water, so we all know that our MC holds 100 grams of water to the top, and I'll just add a tiny bit of cold water in there. Might add a little bit less. There we go, beautiful. And we'll press next. We've got our fish sauce, so the scales come up automatically, and we've got 50 grams of fish sauce. Now you get to see my arms wobble everywhere. Okay, yum. Perfect. A little bit extra, that's never a problem. And we'll press next. We also had some, I pressed next twice there. We had some sesame oil, I think. Let's just check that. My hands are all wet now. Fish sauce, no. And rice wine vinegar. Okay, so 50 grams of rice wine vinegar. And we've got also Kylie. Hi, Kylie. Oops. Delicious. What's everyone else having for dinner tonight? Okay, palm sugar. So you can get palm sugar in these massive things. You will need to cut it down slightly. I've just got some of these little ones left over. They normally come in little boxes like this and in little portions. So it's got about 40 grams. 45. How perfect was that? I didn't even pre-measure that. So yeah, it's a nice balance of the sweet, the salty, and spicy as well. Okay, so next, just going to, it says you can heat that up at Varroa temperature for 3 minutes, but I'm just going to give it a chop in a minute, but that's going to melt the palm sugar. So what I normally do is just chop it all up. So I won't do that to your ears right now, but basically that's just all mixed up. Have a taste, and then you can serve that with all your delicious Vietnamese recipes. So I hope I can make some more recipes for you soon. I don't think anyone's got any questions, but please let me know if you do. I'll keep checking the comments in here. And I just wanted to show you some other yummy things that you can serve with your chicken and rice. So I actually brought home some chili paste from Hoi An. So if you like it spicy, that is what gets served with lots of things. It's really nice. And I've also made my own version of this, which is a fermented chili recipe from the Life Changing Food cookbook. So I love serving that with my chicken and rice. And also we've got the sauce. What else have we got? Some fresh coriander is beautiful. Hi Mel, how are you? Have you been enjoying making some Vietnamese food since you got home from Vietnam? So this is going to take over an hour, and I better tell you about the rice part of that because it is called chicken and rice. So once you've cooked the chicken, the recipe on Cookie Do, you'll cook the chicken in the basket. So you'll actually poach it and keep it warm with some broth over it. Then you pop your rice in, which I've rinsed in the basket, and then that will have the most amazing flavour being cooked in the chicken stock with all those beautiful flavours as well. So. And then it's really nice to either serve the chicken just with the rice, or you can serve it with a bit of the broth as well. So happy Thermomixing. I hope you enjoy making a version of this recipe. There's so many to choose from, but at least there is a really good collection on Cookie Do with some Vietnamese recipes if you'd like to try them. So happy Thermomixing. I will see you soon. Bye.